Alright everybody, here we have game number 2 between Team Mouz and Team Fnatic, and I'm loving that they're bringing back this map. I used to love this map when I in one of the earlier versions of StarCraft 2 for 2v2. Monolith Ridge, great map, I think. I don't know that it necessarily favors any race tremendously, but one thing I would like to see coming out of Team Mouz would be, you know, getting up the sentry count a little bit, 1 or 2. 2 would be probably the best, and just doing like, well, it has to actually T2, and just walling off one guy and going into the other, especially Zerg. Wall off Zerg, or actually, well, probably wall off Terran since he's going to have stuff up there. You know, 2 quick force fields, and just go in and double attack Zerg, who's doing a similar build, getting his spawning pool up quickly. So maybe try and get that map control. Maybe similarly do some early harass, because the base distance isn't as close as it is in some maps. I mean, it's not tremendously far, but at this level, I imagine that if you get even a little bit of time 2-on-1, it's going to be pretty bad. So it looks like maybe fast speed saturating the gas, fast speed links from him. So far, pretty standard out of Thorzane, as well as Tosh. EXE not choosing to wall completely, so he's maybe looking to get a quick add-on again. So maybe they need to be a little bit wary of this similar build. He's got his gas going healthy. He hasn't upgraded to his orbital yet, so it's a little bit later timing than Thorzane. Speed has started, so we're having quick lings out already, which will get spotted by Tosh. Great timing controlling that Xel'Naga tower. We do have a reactor going down for and a factory, so we might see quick medics. Oh, good choice on the wall in and the hold position for the drone to really slow that down. I like Thorzane putting that Marine over there. I would have appreciated a little bit more if Tosh had placed his Zealot just outside if he's going to wall himself in. So they know that this watchtower is controlled. Great shutdown there coming out of that. Double gas. I mean, double gas, you don't really need that necessarily, so what is he doing here? He's going into Hellions, and maybe going to get a starport looking for a drop? Maybe. He's got money saved up. No. But he's getting double gas, and to me that makes me feel like there's going to be a starport, because that's a lot of gas. Baneling Nest down for Fnatic Lae'zel, so he's not looking to. It looks like they're going to try for a bust of some sorts up on to Thorzane, who's getting a starport, getting Hellions as well. So it's a good decision, given that there's Hellions coming out for EXE, and as well as Banelings and Lings. Thorzane's starport is almost done, so he's able to get a scout off. He sees all of what's out there. Got to be a little worried that his Hellion count is below that, so he's going to lose this. And, he's able to bring it back, bring it back. Oh, he doesn't get the good trade. Another good play here, putting his second barracks behind this, assuming that this is coming. Oh, wonderful. He's really solidifying his wall, trying to help deal with this. But it doesn't matter. The Banelings are too much. Will he get a Banshee out before this goes down? I don't know. The Hellions are in the base doing a ton of damage. They're having to break down the wall, so this is really coming to hurt them. Oh, man. Forcing a liftoff from Thorzane. Hellions coming to do a lot of damage. He needs this Banshee to pop out. He's got to get it to come out before the Link should be focusing this down. They're shifting over to get it. Will they kill it in time? It's going to be so close. 8 seconds. They're going to get it. Oh my god, it's heartbreaking for Thorzane. Oh, the early aggression from Team Fnatic. This is just what I'm talking about, guys. This is why team play at this level is so exciting. You've got all these awesome builds coming out. You know, so what? They don't have another base up, but this is 1v1. They'd each have 2 bases. Looking at that third, but this is a different game. Gonna sneeze again. Sorry. Ugh. So red now, getting +1, getting concussive. Starport coming up for him. Spore Crawler down. Up here, the drone count. Now it looks like Lazel's so far behind in drones. Is probably just going to drone up for a little while, having to be pretty satisfied with destroying Thorzane so efficiently. Nice capture here, but what do they have to help Thorzane get a base? I think they have a large enough army really to put this push to bed, but I don't know. Expecting maybe DT, so he's got the turret at the front. I like this strong preparation for any sort of we lost so heavily at the front. Nice! Force field's gonna really clean up all of that. Maybe didn't need that last one. That last one may have been a little wasteful, but all in all, great pick-off. 3 or 4 of those Hellions. And Thorzane sending out his racks to do a little bit of scouting. So we have Lings here on the field. His natural going down for Lazel. Bunker play, and lots of Marauders. Which makes sense. I mean, you use Hellions to force Stalkers, and then you counter and switch right back into a hard counter for that. So that's a pretty smart play. Looks like Thorzane wants to double expand, which makes sense, but I would wait a little while. Just use it for extra mules, extra drone production to try and saturate a little bit faster. I think that says take 1 Marine. Pretty sure that's what that means in Spanish, but any of you viewers who know better Spanish than I do, which is virtually none, feel free to correct me. I would hope nice observer out too, so they're going to get a good sense of what's coming. Looks like pretty standard bio MMM play from EXE, I mean, who's really worried about extra bases. And I think Thorzane should just expand right back to his other base. No need going over here, where the protection will be less. I think he should just come right back to where he was. Big drone transfer coming, so that's good. Looking at the drone count, Tosh is doing well, and so is EXE. So that's good. So EXE's got a pretty big army, but pretty soon I think Lazel's going to catch right back up. Oh, and he saw the Robo Bay. He knows they're going Colossus. So they're going to see. Pretty soon there's going to be something else coming out of the starport. Thorzane going into what looks to be another Marine tank build, which I like, especially with these kind of situations where you had a position to contain. But I'm hoping that he's able to get a little bit of revenge on red and put his siege tanks over here. And just shell this. Get him back here, deal a lot of damage. I mean, all these supply depots with a little bit of air support would be able to go down. A Colossus could walk right up into the main, do a lot of damage to that. So in that way, you can just kind of ignore this. I wouldn't take all your forces though, because these Lings counterattack is a huge possibility. Shields coming down, as well as a Viking. And this time, Tosh is doing, I think, a brilliant play. He's shown Colossus, and this quickly gets one and switches up to Templar. This is a great play because it confuses the enemy, forces them to over-Viking. And it looks like, they're looking around for something, I don't know. I guess red is afraid of what I was talking about, tanks coming out here. Which is good. You should be afraid of that, because it would be pretty devastating. This looks like to be a kind of preemptive, let's not have any Mutalisks coming in our base. Charge, and +1, and Storm coming for Tosh. So I believe Tosh is doing the right thing. Getting up his other base here, that is excellent. He's got a nice tank wall, but he needs to be careful. Not a lot in front of him, so the Lings will be able to get there pretty quickly. And they're knocking down the rocks at the gold over here. These guys like to ping. Wow. Team Mouz is much more quiet. Spire's halfway done almost, as well as a macro hatch for Lae'zel. Green looks to be coming out wanting to get the Xel'Naga tower, which he'll get no problem. And this space is still open. A drop over here in Thorzane's other base. Hopefully his teammate will warp something in. There, the charge a lot, so he shows that. Good micro coming out of EXE, able to pick up all but one. So that's good. He didn't get a lot of drone kills, but any sort of harassment is always good. Green knocking down the gold here. So it looks like red wants to take the southern gold, and green wants to take the northern gold, while yellow gets yet another expansion. Another drop coming over here. Feedback's the medic. These guys are going nowhere. But they're in great position to limit the charge ability and the surround. So that's a good job by the Marines, who are both +1/+1, with +2 just about to finish for them. Armory going down for Thorzane. Is he going to switch into Thor's? His namesake, I feel like? Or is he going for just some upgrades on his tanks? Because there's a significant, this is just what I'm talking about, significant Viking force, and there's only one Colossus. So that's good to force a lot of food into Vikings. Here come the Mutalisks. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Get these towers up quickly. And he picks them both off. Oh. Excellent timing. Excellent damage. All the while, red now is probably going to take this position. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess he's just content to hang out and make sure that he's able to get up his own gold while green gets his up. No, he is going to do it. He's got the air superiority. I think that was the right call. Because Thorzane's going to come over here thinking he can mine again. And the answer is no, you may not. EXE locking that down. They're taking over the map. This looks like yet another win for Fnatic. I mean, I have to hand it to Thorzane, though. He's doing a good job coming back. He has, his food count is at 68, so it's not amazing. So he's half the supply of EXE, but oh, now he's just medicing up units up in here. Getting the tanks are just within range of these, able to clean up 2 of Thorzane's. That's just brilliant. So that pace is locked down, and now 1,000,000 Lings are going to come through. Yep, he is going into Thor, which I like because you've given up air. So you need to have the range of the Thor to really kind of slow down this exact play that they're doing. I like the idea of green doing a big counter. I mean, he should be able to kill this army, I think. He's got a lot of charge. Does he have any Templar in that? No, he doesn't have any Templar. So maybe not. But the Zealots do kill that base. God, I missed it again. So that's excellent. Oh, here it comes. He's got Templar this time. Oh, great tank placement. Great tank placement. But without vision, he won't be able to see up there. And this contain is just denying mining out of Thorzane. Nice, using the Immortal. Excellent blink too. Taken forward, going to clean up that quickly. Nice storms. Oh man, excellent play coming out of Tosh. Forcing retreat, but the base is going to get up maybe if he doesn't turn around. All these units are so low, forcing a re-siege closer to the mains. I think he needs to be thinking about walking up here, but maybe not. That might overextend his army. Meanwhile, yellow has taken... This is like their trademark. Fnatic is stealing the easiest third from their opponent, Team Mouz. Oh wow, massive battle in here. So much air.